Okay, Brock, one little thing that I would recommend that you work on, let me move this video back a little bit, and I put Pete Alonso next to you to help illustrate it. Um, it's stuff that we've talked about before, but as you have the summer to play around with this, as you watch your negative movement, you can really see how your hip goes back, and I think you get a little bit stuck on your back leg. And I say that because as you watch your front foot, and you don't even need me to draw a dot, you can kind of see it relative to the net. As your foot's coming down, see how it's coming down slightly backwards? And as you're getting heel into the ground, you can see how you've started to get some top half motion up here. Let me wind that back. Okay? And I think if you just made a little bit of a change early, so again, watching your negative movement, see how much your back hip is going back, and it's a little bit more into your leg than into your back hip. As you're stuck on your back leg and reach a little bit with your front foot, you can see where your foot is there relative to where it goes into the ground, and how you just start with your top half a little bit. Now, there's a ton of great stuff going on, right? I love how you're able to pull through, how you stay connected, hands to back shoulder. I like the way that you work through the ball. It's real good. Now we can go from good to great, and I'll show you with Alonso in just a second. If we get more into our back hip than in our back leg, so that we can drive linearly into the ground. Again, I'm just watching your back hip, and you can see the blue shorts versus the background, how it really gets back, and it's more of a reach with your front foot, and because you're so much on your back leg, your foot comes backwards as you start to get into the ground. Now Alonso, as we watch his back hip here, as he takes his negative movement, you can see how it's almost immediately starting to go forward. And we'll contrast that. And the end result, again, is as you watch your front foot reach a little bit more than a transfer of weight off of your back leg, as your foot comes down a little bit backwards, Alonso, who's got a little bit of a better movement early, how he gets into that back hip, and it's immediately, you can see there going forward, as we watch him go straight into the ground. Just watching how his weight is getting transferred there into his heel. And you can see how his hands are still back there. Whereas when you get a little bit more into your back leg, see how your back hip goes back there, a little more reach with our front foot, as you get into your heel, you're just starting a little bit with your hands. So it's just a movement early, just trying to feel, I'm into my back hip, and I'm going forward and into the ground, versus getting a little bit more into my back leg and reaching with my front foot. Okay?